been a good weekend. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. And there it is. Some real interesting shape there. Similar, kind of similar to yesterday. Is there anything? No, similar to. Oh, on second thought, I was thinking it was similar to this one, but not really. All right, let's do it. I think it's 2 elements. And kind of interesting. All right. So that's blank template with a paragraph tag. We need to put red, their particular red, on the background. Let's put margins here, and we're going to add numbers. So that's the shape we've got right now. I feel like borders and then a clip path on these elements is my first impulse. Or it's 4 elements. Ooh. Is it 4 elements? Is it in fact the quad template? Maybe it's the quad template. Let's see what we can. Let's see if we can do the quad template. This may be a mistake. Let's find out. All right. So if we do the quad template and add some margins, what do we get? All right. So if I put a background on the body, background, like so. And then I'm going to do a linear gradient to top this yellow, like 20 pixels, and then transparent. We get a line like that. Okay, so if that's what we got, and then I'm going to put a background color of the yellow on the whole thing. So now what I want to do is on the body, I want to put some margins on it to push this stuff over. Yeah, so margin 5. So what I would like to do is push everything over. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so with that math, we get what we want. And knowing that, we know that the width is of each one of these elements is 190, 195, 190. Okay, I can't do math. Oh, because it's 10 on either side. That's why I was thinking, oh, it's half of that. No. All right, and then the height, I think that means that the height is also 140. Okay, so that gives us what we want. So if we know that, what else do we know? Or what else can we do? So if we do that, well, if we're already doing that, let's do a gap of 20 and then make the height different. 3, 4, 3, 2. So 120 tall. And then the gap is 30, 40. Okay, so now we have that. This is definitely on the goofy side, but that no matter. All right, so I think we need that curve. That's going to be our next part, I should say. So let's go ahead and do that like that. Is that dead on? That is dead on. Okay, so then the next part, radial gradient at 50%, 0, no, 50%, 100%, transparent in the middle, I believe. 30 pixels, and probably 50 pixels, and then transparent 0, and I need a comma to see anything. So there's your circle. How about 1Q to get that? And then we're going to do what? Minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then minus 100 pixels, minus 50, 60, 70. Okay, how about 45? Okay, so this is the idea. One. Oh, it's kind of ugly there. I'm not sure this is going to work. There's definitely an aspect of this that could be a problem. How about 44 and 71? Oh, there's some shearing, or the error is not good. I just consider that a not good error. All right, what do I need to do to get this right? So how about, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 44, 60, 65, 6, 7. So that's offset already. 65, 45 rather, 44, 43, 42. I would like the error to be consistent. It's possible I have the radius wrong, right? That's possible. And what if maybe the problem is this circle? Oh, so you can see the error happening. Not great. 70, 40, 35, 45. Ugh. Ugh. Not great. So you can kind of see it's too far over. So the quad template is about, bilateral and up and down symmetry. And so each one of these is, in theory, the same. But the reality is, it's not quite working for what I want it to do. Or is it, am I crazy, or are those radii not consistent? Oh boy. So that's a problem. That's a real problem. These might be different radius. Maybe that's the reason for the error that I'm seeing. So if that's the case, then this is a completely inappropriate solution. All right, we're back to the blank template. Never mind. I liked that solution until I hated it. Back to where we were. And let's just make one of these guys, and we'll just put yellow on it to start with. Those same numbers, 10, okay, and then this number is 1, 2, okay, 300, 300, 28, 280, 282, okay, and then the height, 20, 30, 8. Okay. Now that we've got that, yeah, now it becomes much more obvious. So I was not visually seeing the fact that these the radii there, are different on either side. So border radius is like 40 pixels, 30 pixels. And now you can kind of see, okay, so 40, make it 50. 45, so there's the, no, 55, 55, 40, And then, is it 55 again? No, how about 45 there? Yep, and then 55. Cute, very cute puzzle. All right, border. So the question is, if I do 10 pixels solid, or we think it's 20? I think it's 20. 20 pixels solid, that color, yeah, that seems to adhere perfectly. And then I can nuke this background like that. Great. And then I need to decrease that height by 20. That makes it 260. 240. Yeah, again, I keep not doing the math on the sides correctly. All right, so that's one. Let's make the other one. The next one, the margins of that are going to start with a negative number. Or even, okay, so margins, that margin is going to be, it's probably going to be the opposite of the other. So let's do minus 240 to 282, 0, 282. Okay. 60, 80. They are identical. Which is real cute. That's cute. All right, let's do our clip path that I was just talking about. Ideally, this is going to work. So if I was going to do this with the quad technique, would that work? Maybe, but I would need to make divide these into pieces. Yeah, and that would be harder or easier. I might, yeah, do that. 0, 0. Stop talking, Joe. All right, 0, 0, 100% 0. 100% 0. 100% 60 pixels. Let's go down. How about down to 100? Or 140? I don't know, something like that. 130. And then the next will be 0, 130 pixels. And then 0, 150 pixels. And then 100%, 150 pixels. 100%, 100%, and 0, 100%. That's how you get that. Okay, so then it's a matter of choosing the correct numbers. And I guess it's 120 and 120. And then that's 160 and 160. Cute. Very cute puzzle. What are our options for the middle stripes? Okay, well, if I remove, so this is what we created. All right, linear gradient. Is that my choice? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's linear gradient that's defined. Okay, linear gradient. And it's 20 pixels, transparent, 0, 50 pixels, and then probably 60. Okay, and then I need to just very tightly constrain it. So 0, 0, 50%, probably 0, 50%. No, 50%, 50%, and then height is, or the width is probably 70, and then no repeat. And I need to put it on the vertical. Oh, and I need to give it a height. I do need to give it a height. About 100 pixels. Not too bad for just spitballing it. All right, so this needs to be, so if I put a color on the background, there it is. So we can see what we've made. Just off the top of my head, which is not really much of a compliment given how it looks right now. Okay, so we need to move it 80. That's better. So that's the height of the yeah, that's the height. Okay, so what, 60, 50? There we go. All right, let's submit. So that's 100% match. This is a challenging one. It's my experience with these that allowed me to do this quickly, or relatively quickly. I don't know how quickly it was. Minify, unit replace. Am I going to do it another way? I'm not going to record it for you. But you know, if you go to the GitHub plugins, always linked from each video, you can look at the quad template and you could play with it. But you need gaps. You need to set the border solid to the color, and then you probably need 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 0 as the border sizes, or 10 pixels, or 20 pixels, 20 pixels, 0, 20 pixels. I don't know which value will work. Anyway, that was a fun one. Definitely a fun start to the week. I enjoyed that. Very surprising. I don't remember an asymmetrical. I'm trying to remember an asymmetrical puzzle that way with asymmetrical border radii. But clearly, so to follow the thread, I would need to do 2 border radius, one for this corner and one for the other corner. And then at that point, there's so many gradients, 1, 2, 3, 4, that you know you're just looking at. It's very complicated, and you already have all the overhead of the display flex wrap. That's a lot of code, and this is still a lot of code. Like, this is a lot of code. But there are cleverer ways to do it. You could do, so I'm using all borders there, and then I'm using clip paths to clip it. Maybe the right call would be to create this element and then scale it and flip it to do each one, or box shadow. Can you do box shadow? You could do this and then a box shadow and then another element and box shadow. Maybe. So many choices. All right. That's a fun way to start the week, or end the weekend, or both. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Go make a web page. It was HTML day yesterday. That's so fun.